alcohol for so long now. Every time I try to wrestle with the truth, I'm lost on how.
Okay, so let's talk about this new album. Is your second album, so
Yes.
I think that it's quite different for your first album. So could you explain this evolution in your music?
Yeah. Basically, it's been about 3 years. By the time this album comes out, it's been about 3 years since the first album came out, and so we've obviously developed as songwriters, developed as musicians. Really, if I'm being honest, the evolution in the music style has been because me, Nick, and Jono as songwriters weren't particularly happy with the output of music that we created on the first album. We felt like it was a diluted version of what we wanted to put out, and so this record is basically the music that we've been wanting to make all along. And so, I mean, for us it feels like our first album because we've been away for so long and we're a new band, so it feels like a debut record for us.
Okay, so I think that is clear. And then because there are a lot of collaborations, so I think that it's quite important because it represents a new beginning. So, don't you?
Yes, absolutely. It's do you mean collaborate? How do you mean collaborations?
Excuse me. I think that there are songs particular as I think that it represents a lot of things because I think that the lyrics are very interesting and do you write lyrics and so because I think that there are a lot of things we can speak about the lyrics.
Yeah, I do write the lyrics, yes.
Okay, so you're writing lyrics and music. How in your band? How do you compose your music? First lyrics or first music?
It depends. Usually on this album, it was the lyrics first. We tried a new approach and it seemed to work, so we carried on with that. Usually I'll come up with something I want to write about or a lyric that I have, and I'll give it to Jono, and I'll sort of me and Jono we have this weird sort of telepathy that where we can sort of figure out what each other's thinking in terms of like where we want a song to go. So I kind of just give him the lyrics and then sing it to him in a way that I feel like it might go, and then he just gets the gist and then runs with it, and then he composes the music with Nick and Matt, and it just sort of comes about like that. It's really organic.
Okay. That's because I think that there are a lot of things because there are a lot of stories in these lyrics.
Absolutely, there are. Yeah.
But are true stories or are fantasy?
No, they're all true. This album, everything I write about in this album is completely true. It's all stuff that's happened to us and all the experiences we've been through, basically in our whole life. It's just like a sum up of the things that we've been through as a group and as individuals.
Okay. So. And so we can speak about. I think that there are a lot of things because I think now in this globalization era, I think that the internet is a communication for music. How does you promote your music?
I mean, we use every single type of social media that we can get our hands on to promote it, because obviously, like you said, it's we live in a world where we can consume music at such a fast pace. So
yes.
It's, we can literally, a few hundred people share our video on Facebook or Twitter, and suddenly it reaches 10,000 people, and then a few more people share it, and it reaches 100,000 people. It's really about just making yourself available to people at all times, because I don't think anyone really has the patience to look for music anymore. I think they there's so much out there that you really have to be proactive in yourself in promoting your own band, because we're spoiled for choice a little bit now by the amount of artists that are out, because it is so easy to create and distribute your own music with relatively no financial backing.
Oh yeah, so I think that this kind of has changed music, because now we not only on CDs, but we can promote music in other ways. So I think that how it changed your project. So and then another question, because you have, I think, that another projects for your future, because with this album, so you can go also a tour with this album, so you can around Europe, I think.
Yeah, we would love to come to Europe.
Okay.
We've been there a couple of times. And yeah, I mean, we're hoping to get back there as soon as possible. But we'll definitely be touring this album over there. Hopefully make it to Italy. We had to pull out of the first what was going to be our first Italian show, and that was really disappointing.
Okay, so I think that it's a long tour. So I think that you begin a long tour when?
Which tour is this?
Yes. Have you decided the dates? The dates?
Oh,
no. Or no?
No, not at all. No, we're hopefully, we're still focusing on getting the record released first.
Okay.
Making sure that we can distribute it and get it out in every country in Europe. And then hopefully we can book some dates across Europe.
Okay, so that's because we have a release date of this album, the 20th of January, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so I think that it's right, this date is right. Then could you leave a message for your Italian fans?
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, and thank you for being patient with us. We will be over as soon as we possibly can. Keep an eye on Twitter and Facebook and stuff, because that's the first place we'll announce it.
Okay. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Alright, bye.